Here we have another power rule example problem. So the background is we know that if we have f of x, which is equal to a constant, then we know that the derivative of that function is equal to 0. And if we have a function which is equal to a variable raised to another variable, then we know that the derivative is the exponent times the variable to the exponent minus 1. So here we have our example problem. F of x is equal to 2x to the fifth plus x squared minus 5 all over x squared. And so we want to know what is the derivative of that function. So the first step is we want to simplify this fraction by applying the x squared to each individual term. So we have 2x to the fifth over x squared plus x squared over x squared minus 5 over x squared. We can go ahead and simplify these variables. So x to the fifth divided by x squared is really just going to be x cubed. So we can simplify that term here. And then x squared over x squared, we know that that's just going to be 1. And then we can just carry this down and then simplify this term next. So we know that 5 over x to the x squared can be rewritten as 5x to the negative second power. And so here we have our function in a more simplified form where we have f of x is equal to 2x cubed plus 1 minus 5x to the negative 2. And so we can go ahead and apply our power rule here to take the derivative. So we have the 3 is going to come out in front. So we have 2 times 3x to the 3 minus 1. So that's the power rule. We know that the derivative of constants are going to be equal to 0. So this 1 is going to turn into a 0. And then this term is going to be 5 multiplied by negative 2 to the x to the negative second minus 1 power. And so after simplifying this, we have 6x squared plus 10x to the negative third power.